Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys some new nails that I did. I'm using the 123 Go by Enailcouture. I was initially going to use the new tapered ones I got, but I'm going to use the XXL Square because my design that I want to do just won't work with those tapered ones just because they're so like skinny. All I'm doing here is just picking out my sizes. So the pinky is a little bit too big, so I do kind of have to file it down a little bit to make it fit, since the XXL square only goes up to a size 9. After I get that all shaped up, I'm going to put primer on the inside of all of the nails. You want to make sure you really scrub the inside, because if you don't, they can pop off. I did already prep my nails. Like, I pushed back the cuticles and, went around the cuticles with the drill. But all I'm doing now is just etching the tops of my nails to like put some scratches in there. So I do kind of start on this hand, but I didn't actually record this hand. I'll show you guys on my other hand. But I'm going to use these leaves. I'm not sure what color I want to use yet. But off camera, this is what I did. I started the other hand just to kind of get a little bit of practice on the leaves, because I'm encapsulating the leaves and it was a pain. So first I'm just putting primer on the inside of this whole nail. I'm not just the bottom, I'm doing the whole nail. So now I'm just going to get like a thin layer of base gel, and this one is from Enailcouture. And don't cure it, just leave it wet after you put some on the inside of the nail. And then after we do that, you're going to start placing your leaves on the inside. So I landed up just using like these orange color and the gold ones. So I'm just putting those on the inside of my nail, and just kind of place those wherever you feel necessary. It is a pain to try to make these leaves stay down. Like, it's super annoying. I had to watch some videos like on how I can make them stay down, because they kind of start to pop up. Like, the leaves are really, especially like the leaves, like the butterflies, I don't think are even as annoying to stay down as the leaves are. So I will show you guys how to make sure they lay flat here in just a minute. So I'm just gonna continue placing all the leaves inside the nail, and then I will be back. So I do have this part really sped up, but this is how I was able to put the leaves down. As you can see, I have my little tweezers here, and I'm using my little flashy light to cure. Whenever you're trying to cure it, don't cure the whole nail. Like, just go on each leaf and just hold it down. But make sure you keep it concentrated in that one spot. Don't cure the whole nail, because then the leaves will stay sticking up. So just try your best to keep it on that one little area and just hold the leaf down, probably for like a couple of seconds. It's not really long. So just hold it down until it's cured, and then just move on to the next one. It is kind of frustrating because the nail keeps like moving around everywhere. But after you kind of get the hang of it, it's not super hard. So this is how it looks, and I think it looks pretty good. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And now I'm going to get my swipe, and I'm just going to put some swipe on the nails, because it's like a dehydrator and it works really, really good. So I'm just putting that on all 5 of my fingers. And now I'm going to take the primer from Enailcouture, and I'm just going to put that down on all of my nails as well. And I do use the Young Nails Protein Bond. I love Protein Bond. It's amazing. Ever since I started using it, my nails do not pop off. And I do put 2 coats. I only show one on camera, but I do it 2 times. And then after we're done doing that, you're going to take your base gel and just put down a thin layer on your natural nails. It's kind of like a barrier to, protect your natural nails. And then cure that for 30 seconds in the light. We are going to take the press-on gel, and this is in clear. So we're just going to take a little bit like in the top part. Well, first put some down on your natural nail. Do not cure it because it helps take away bubbles. So you're going to just put down some in the inside where the leaves are to like encapsulate them. And it's gonna be a little, not like super, well, it's actually not thick at all. My nails are not thick at all, even on the inside. So don't worry about that. And just put some down at the bottom like you would, just like you're putting on a regular 1, 2, 3, go nail. So after we do that, I'm gonna take my flashie, and I do put my flashie in my mouth because that's the easiest way to hold it down and cure at the same time. So we're just going to cure that on. Make sure you don't have it crooked. Make sure it's straight, because if you put it on crooked, it's just a pain to have to go through and take it off. So that's what I'm doing here. And that actually looks really good. Super cute. Very simple. So moving on to the next step of the 1, 2, 3, go. It's just your regular standard application. Put down a little bit on your natural nail, and then just put down a little dollop on the inside of the nail, and then get your flashie and then just cure that on. Since it's not fully cured yet, if I have like any gel running out, you can just take your little picker and rub it off the bottom. You can also, if there's some excess that squeezed out on the top, you've seen how I just got the picker on the inside and I just cleaned out anything that ran out at the top as well. So I'm just going to finish putting these on, and then I will be back in a minute. So do make sure you guys cure that for 30 to 60 seconds in the light. Now I have like this little pointy bit, and I love this bit to clean up the bottom. Like, it helps get out any excess gel that may have run out. And it also helps to like not make your nails look like a press-on, kind of just cleans up the bottom. So when it grows out, you don't have like a crazy, like what do you call it, a line of demarcation. That's what I call in my hair, but I guess it's called the same thing on your nails as well. But that's all I'm doing here, and I do love this bit. This bit works really, really good. This is the bit I'm using. I'm going to show you guys a close-up just so you can see. It's pretty sharp, so you do have to make sure you are careful. You don't want to slice up yourself, or, you know, and do it really lightly too, because if you go too hard, you can like put a hole in there, and yeah, you don't want to do that. So now all I'm doing is this is the Peel and Stick file by Enailcouture, and I'm just shaping up my nails, making them look, you know, more square to however your desired length. You don't need to actually shape it. Just make sure you file off the top, like where that little connector thing is at, I guess. So you don't really need to do this unless if you want to. But I like to make sure I do this because I want my nails to be extra snatched, as Max would say. And you don't really need to file a lot. Literally spend maybe about a minute, 2 minutes, not even a whole 2 minutes filing your nails. So yeah, that's all I'm doing here. And then once I finish that, I'm going to take my buffer, and this is the 100 by 180, and I'm just going over all the nails and buffing them to make sure they are, you know, ready for some gel on the top. Now I'm just wiping off the dust. Don't put alcohol or anything on there. I learned you're not supposed to do that, apparently. So don't put like alcohol to clean off your 1, 2, 3 go. Just go wash your hands or something. But putting on alcohol can affect like the structure of the nail. It's never actually happened to me before. But what I'm showing you guys here is off camera. I totally screwed these nails up. These 2 middle fingers, I had to completely take off all the way and put them on all over again. My pinky, I just left it because I was able to file off all of the black polish. So the reason why I had to take them off, I'm putting base coat on these nails, by the way. So the reason I had to take them off and redo them was because I was polishing my nails black, and the black gel polish that I was using, it bubbled up so bad. Like, I thought I was putting them in really light layers, but I guess I wasn't. So since they wrinkled after I cured them, I was so frustrated, so I just completely ripped them off and did them again. So I'm gonna try Beetles. This one, it's not really that opaque, so I kind of learned a little trick though. I really need to get a really good black gel polish, like a good 1 coat coverage, because these little cheapy polishes are not cutting it. The Beetles one did not wrinkle, thankfully, but it's just not dark enough. I did use Beetles on the other hand, and I had to put 4 coats actually, just to make them super, super opaque black like the way I wanted it. So on this hand, I decided I'd try another experiment, even though my last experiment completely failed and wrinkled and I had to take my nails off. But I'm going to try another experiment again. So all I'm doing is I'm just going to put down like one like really thin layer of this black gel polish. And then I'm going to go over it with painting gel. So the painting gel that I'm going to use is the one by Enailcouture, and it's amazing. It worked out really, really good. So that's how they look after my first and only layer of Beetles. And the painting gel, it made them so dark. Like, I was so happy. It didn't wrinkle. I didn't use a lot at all. Like, you don't have to. Just a very, very small amount, and you guys can see how much I'm putting on my brush. Like, that's hardly any. And look at that difference. Like, that coverage it's great. So super excited because I really didn't want to have to go over it a million times just to get a color that I didn't like. I actually landed up going back in with a small layer of this Enailcouture painting gel on my other hand as well, just because that the Beetles Gel Polish, it just wasn't doing it for me. Like, it was still kind of see-through, and who wants see-through black polish? Nobody. So unless if that's like what you're going for, but that's not the look I wanted today. So as you guys can see, it's so much more darker and it looks so much better. It's so much more smooth as well. So I really do like that. And the brush I'm using is the Pinky Star gel brush, and it's also by Enailcouture. It's so cute. This brush is actually amazing. I was able to really get like a really good clean application, which I don't know if you guys know, but I suck at polishing. Like, I suck so bad, especially down at the cuticle. Like, I have not perfected that yet to where I can get like a nice clean, smooth, non messy polish. But I'm able to, not perfect, but I was able to really get like a really good application with this brush. So on this one, I did decide to just go all in and just put it like directly on my nail, because why not? All I'm doing here is just putting on some more of the polish and kind of making like a little slant, I guess is what you would call it, because we are going to put leaves there, and I will show you guys how I put the leaves in there here in a second. But I do actually have to go over this one more time. I did do it off camera. I didn't film it, but I did go over this nail again with another layer of a very thin layer of black painting gel, just because like right where that slant was, it wasn't like 100% opaque right there. So I did have to do another layer of that one. But otherwise, it worked really good. So if you guys are struggling like me and you don't have a good black gel polish, not other painting gels will not work. Not all of them will. So this is my brush. It's so cute. I love it. But this is how it looks. And now I'm going to use the squeezy, and it's like the gummy gel in a bottle. It is a tiny little bit kind of hard to squeeze out. Like, you have to really, not like push on it like really hard, but you have to give it a good little squeeze for it to come out. But this stuff is great. Like, it's really thick. I think I actually like it more than the gummy gel that's in the little pot. I know it's the same exact thing, but I really like the little precise applicator that comes in here. So works really good. Definitely recommend it. So now I'm taking some gold rhinestones, and I don't have like a case for them, so I'm just kind of pouring them out. And over this, I'm using the shiny top coat. And I do go over all of the nails before I put the rhinestones on. All I'm doing here is just putting on some rhinestones, and these are gold. I don't know if you can tell on camera, it's not super clear, but these are gold. And I'm just going to do the same process to all of the nails, putting down some top coat and then the rhinestones. So after I cure that, I'm going to turn my nail around and I'm just going to put down a thin layer of base coat. And this is going to be to hold the leaves in. It's kind of like encapsulating from behind again. And I'm just putting the leaves on. I'm doing the exact same thing like I did to the other nail that has the encapsulated leaves. And after I put those on, I'll take my little tweezers, hold them down, put the light on them so they stay flat. I don't show like the whole process right here because my head accidentally covered whenever I was doing that. So yeah. But after I do that, I'm going to put down some velvet matte top coat, and this is also by Enailcouture. And I'm going to put that on the back of the nail just so it kind of helps make it look more matte. And I'm also going to put some matte top coat just on that part where it's clear, not the whole nail. So it's like shiny at the bottom and then just matte right where those leaves are. And I'm also going to put some matte top coat on the clear nail that has the leaves. And I'm also going to put it in the back. This also helps because it's not sticky under there because we did put the press-on gel. So do make sure you put top coat on the bottom so you don't have that sticky residue underneath that nail. So this is how these are looking so far. I'm gonna do my thumb really quick. I always have a tendency to do my thumb last. So I'm doing the same process on this one like I did the other black ones. I'm just putting down a layer of base coat gel and then the Beetles black number 410. And then after I cure that, I'm going to go over with the Enailcouture painting gel in black with my Pinky Star gel brush. And then I will cure that for 30 seconds and then put on a top coat. And this is also going to be the shiny. I do not put any rhinestones on this nail. It's just regular black. But it looks good. I like it. I love how clean that application was. I didn't actually have to do cleanup for once in my life. But they look pretty cute. I like them. So this is the finished look. This is how they look after they're all done. And off camera, I did put top coat on top of my rhinestones. The reason I did that is because these are golds, but they tend to turn silver after like a day. So I tried to put top coat over these rhinestones to try to protect the color, just because I don't want them to turn silver. So let's see if it works. Don't know if it will. So now I'm just going to put on some cuticle oil, and it's also by Enailcouture. And that's it. That's the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, just let me know down in the comments. I hope everybody is staying safe. And again, thank you guys for watching. I hope everybody is having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.